Kashmir's Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha visited the house of martyred police cop Mudasir Sheikh, who sacrificed his life during an encounter with terrorists on last Wednesday, in which Jaish-e-Mohammed affiliated 3 foreign terrorists were killed. Meanwhile, Mudasir's family has hit out at Gupkar, saying no neta visited them after his martyrdom and that politicians come when they need votes.
Father of martyr Mudasir Ali hits out at Kashmir-centric politicians for selective shedding of tears. Agitated father said that none of these netas had courtesy to visit their home to pay homage to braveheart who lived for India, who died for India. He said all these politicians are only seen during election time for votes, but none of them stand with those cops because of whom they can move freely out of their homes. Pradeep Datta with Amit Bharadwaj for Times Now.
यहाँ ताज़ीद पर आए थोड़ा हमें सहारा दिया, कहा कि हर माँ ऐसा बच्चा पैदा करे तो यहाँ मुल्क की कुर्बानी के लिए तैयार हो जाए।
और क्या कहना चाहेंगे आप मुदस्सिर भाई के बारे में?
वो बहादुर था, उसने अपनी जान दे दी, मुल्क के लिए जान कुर्बान कर दी। वैसा शेर पैदा नहीं होगा, ना है ना होगा, कोई नहीं है। वो तो बयानबाजी बोर्डों के लिए आते हैं बोर्डों के टाइम आते हैं, बोर्ड लिया अपनी सीटें संभाली बैठ गई।
वोट्स वगैरह के लिए यहाँ पे वो आते हैं जब वो वोटिंग होती है?
बिल्कुल वोटिंग के लिए आते हैं।
और आज जो
कोई नहीं आया।
All right, let me go across to my colleague Ishan for more on this. Ishan, this statement which has come from Mudasir's family side explicitly showcases the double standards of the Gupkar and their selective sympathy.
We haven't seen anyone from the Gupkar people arriving at Mudasir's house, but they have gone on to visit certain families. But the family in Uri is pretty upset that no political party who generally visits them during the electoral time, has come so far. But we saw yesterday the Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha coming there along with his team and visiting the family. Because remember, Mudasir was an important person for the Jammu and Kashmir police in North Kashmir, and during his operation, that particular operation, he had promised his family that he'll be returning soon, as he is going for an operation. But there was an exchange of gunfire which took place and Mudasir lost his life. But yes, this has angered the family that, no political parties has visited them, because as his father was saying that, these political parties just visit them during the time when there is elections are around, or, this is an area which is very remote, which is on a hilly location, and it's not an, a typical urban or rural area. This is a very far-flung area towards the line of control, and, this shows that, certain political parties just visit people who are convenient or can be a vote bank, and that's what has angered the family the most.
Yes, and it also clearly showcases that how recently we saw that Mehbooba Mufti visited Amreen's family, and of course it was being called as a photo op because there was no condemnation as far as the killers of Amreen are concerned. She did not come forward for even once and condemned as far as that action with the terrorists is concerned. Now, this being another instance, one of our Jawans losing his life in this one of the search operations, and we didn't see, as you rightly mentioned, any of the Gupkar leaders coming and perhaps meeting the family, and of course no word of condemnation once again.
Well, yes, that seems to be the case. Now there's a political blame game also on. We've seen that several of these political parties are now blaming, Lieutenant Governor for not visiting, certain places or meeting certain families, like in the case of Amreen. Political parties are saying that, why didn't the Lieutenant Governor go to his family so far? But we don't know whether the government is going to schedule some meeting today or tomorrow with them. But yes, there are political blame games, the political parties blaming Lieutenant Governor administration for not visiting Amreen. But this is not for the first time that these incidents have taken place where political parties are actually gone on and blaming administration, and the administration and the people are really upset with the political parties that they haven't visited them. But in most of the cases, we have seen in the past as well that the political parties generally visit these families and then meet them. But Mudasir's family is quite agitated given the fact that the family says that these people visit during the time when politics or elections are due to scheduled to happen. The question is that whether these political parties just visit people who are convenient to visit, who are easy to visit, or places like Uri, which is a very far-flung area. It's hard to. So is it that they're visiting the people who are close by, like people in Patgam? But the larger question now will be also that if this political blame game escalates, now that questions are also being raised that why didn't the Lieutenant Governor visit Amreen or his family? Now one has to see that if in the coming days or in the coming hours, if political parties will blame also each other or Lieutenant Governor administration for not visiting certain people.
All right. Thank you, Ishan, for all those updates on the broadcast.